most famous physical therapist on the internet.
Well, hi there, folks. I'm Bob Schrupp, physical therapist.
Brad Heineck, physical therapist.
Together we are the most famous physical therapists on the internet.
In our opinion, of course,
you copying
Bob.
me? By the way, we're also probably the oldest therapists on the internet.
No, I saw someone older.
Oh, good.
Yep,
Good. I'm glad to hear
one
that.
of them.
So we're going to talk about 5 movements that you should do every night. Plus, we're doing a giveaway.
What are we giving away, Bob?
I wonder. By the way, if you are new to our channel, please take a second to subscribe to us. We provide videos how to stay healthy, fit, pain-free, and we upload every day. Also, go to bobandbrad.com. Go to the giveaway section because this week we're giving away a Pete's Choice pad.
Pad and cushion.
Yeah,
Therapists
cushion.
use them all the time for balance.
Balance.
We found out they work out for much more. We're going to show some uses on the video.
My wife uses it for painting all the time.
Does she?
I use it as a footstool now.
Yep.
It fits right on her chair that I need.
I have mine out, one of them outside on the deck, and I put it right on my chair so it's nice and soft in the morning on a cool morning when you go out and have a cup of coffee.
Isn't that nice? Okay, so you can also go to Facebook. It'll be pinned to the top of the page, the contest. Go to Twitter, Instagram, or TikTok if you want a 60-second version of our program.
And most people are going to just beg for a 60-second after babbling like this.
All right. So I call these movements because they involve stretching and strengthening. So it's very efficient.
Yeah.
It's not just stretching, and it's not just strengthening.
I think you could qualify as an exercise, though.
Yeah, that's true too. But I like movement.
Yeah, that's a nice. So our English major would be happy with that.
Most people need these combos, especially if you sit a lot, Brad. They're going to help that. They're going to help with your posture, which we're so big on, and it's going to help keep your legs stretched out and your back. You know, it's all encompassing.
Right. And the thing with sitting, like you said, so many people are sitting at work now, sitting in the car, sitting at home, watching TV.
Watching Netflix.
The hip flexors, the abdominals, they all get tight as a result of that.
Just because they're tight, too, doesn't mean that they're also not weak. And a lot of them are weak.
And tight.
Yeah, weak and tight. So I'm going to start with the hip flexor, Brad.
Okay, so this is number 1?
Number 1, yeah.
All right.
So which foot should I put forward? My best foot?
Yeah, best foot first.
Okay, I'm stretching this hip flexor.
Sure.
So now I'm doing the knees over toes guy. So I just had him on the podcast.
Oh, so he's a young man that has he's really kind of changing the whole movement.
And we have other therapists who are promoting this too.
Sure.
And there's some research that shows it's fine.
Right.
Now you would not do any of these with pain.
Right. Exactly.
Always no pain.
Right.
So you're actually stretching the knees over the toes. You're really stretching the hip flexor. And this is where you add the strengthening, Brad. And now for me, I'm old and I'm just starting this. So I'm actually I hang on to something like this and I actually this is what I do every morning.
Like lunges.
Yep. It's like lunges. But I've got the knees over the toes. And I'm really fully stretched out.
Again,
you might even go like that.
This should be not painful in the joints.
No. If this knee hurts with this, kaput.
Right.
Stop.
See, I'm not totally sold on knees over toes yet because
I know
I get pain with my knees.
Right.
I have in the past.
So you would not do this one.
Right.
You would do something
else.
But
I'm gonna consider getting into it gently. Because I always go in things too hard.
Well,
that's
because
I'm an ego guy thing,
absolutely true. I will concur. All right, Brad, do you want to show the next one, which is you're going to do some type of heel cord stretch and strengthen.
Yep.
You could do these on stairs.
Yeah, off the edge of, here we go. This would be an example. Here we have a step. You put your foot on there, and can you see? Let's get a better angle for our viewers. Tanner, how does that look? Okay, so you go on your step, and right about your forefoot, just so the ball of your foot is on the step, and then drop down, get a stretch. Now, hopefully you got a handrail. I'm going to use the Booyah stick because it's my favorite. Up, and then we're going to stretch. So I really like this concept of getting the stretch and working the full range of motion strengthening. How many repetitions, Bob?
We can start off with just 10 see how you do.
That's what I like.
The thing about that, Brad, is you're actually strengthening the plantar fascia too.
Sure.
So you're strengthening the bottom of the foot, and so you're going to be less likely to develop plantar fasciitis if you have it.
Yep.
If you have it already, again, no pain. Well, I don't want pain. I don't like pain. Don't run to the
Right.
pain cave.
Now, also, this is great for balance. As you can
Yep.
see, I'm challenged. So, for those of us who have balance issues, or if you're over 50, you will get balance issues. Good bet on that. But I like the incline board. I use these all the time. So
Well, you
that's an
made that
option.
one.
Well, yeah, this is the one I did make. They sell them all over the
Brad
place.
is very handy, by the way. So next one. Now, all these, like the hip flexor stretch, you can use a pillow.
Oh,
I'm
yes,
using a
you
Pete's
do
Choice
not
pillow.
need a Pete's Choice.
Now,
I like
these
the
are
meat-
nice.
Yeah, I'd like the meat Pete.
Yeah, I would too. He seems like a nice guy. So the next one is, again, you could do this with a pillow, and we're doing 3 different main exercises, but we're stretching the pecs while we're doing this too.
Sure.
So I'm down, my head's down. You might even have a pillow or a roll towel here, but you're going to go first the field goal.
Here,
right?
let's put that for you.
Oh,
There you go.
thank
You
you.
can use anything.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to do 10 of them that way. Then I'm going to go to the cross. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we're going to do 10 of them that way.
So you mentioned this while I was getting the thing, I think, but you're stretching the front, the
Yep.
pecs, and you're strengthening these really important postural muscles.
Yep. And then we're doing the reverse Y. And I got palm down on all these, Brad. I know sometimes they go thumb up and they do them different ways, but I'm going to just keep it simple.
Sure.
So
Keep it simple.
again, you go to bed and you got good posture when you're in bed, and that carries through the whole night. So, I don't
It
know.
opens things up. It really helps you breathe too.
All right, I'm going to do the Cat-Camel stretch now, Brad.
Oh,
Now, this is one where we're actually probably separating the stretch and the strengthening. So Cat-Camel is, and again, Brad and I don't know which one's the cat, which one's the camel.
That looks like a camel to me, and I don't
But
know.
I see cats going like this. That
well, that's
Halloween cat.
true. Yeah.
So we're getting good mobility in the back. I'm bringing my head down when I bring my
Yeah.
back up.
So can you do the arch? Then we get this.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't know if that's a camel's hump and thing in between the hump or what. If they got 2 humps, I guess there's a camel with 2 humps and one with one. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh my
just
God, what are you talking about?
do the movement, okay?
So now Dr. Stuart McGill, he's a big advocate of this one.
Yes.
And he's the back guru.
Right.
I mean,
right.
he knows everything. So about backs. All right, next one is pointer dog, Brad. So very simple. Go opposite arm,
Yep.
opposite leg.
And notice he's keeping his back straight. He doesn't let it arch and sag out. So you really have to tighten your abdominal muscles in the front and then the back. I like this because it works both sides, the anterior and posterior muscles.
And I have a little more trouble on this side. I don't know why.
Plus, you're working balance and some
Yep.
core, some things that you really need to stay fit.
Yep. Very good. Again, we're going to do sets of 10 with all of these.
Sure.
Hold for 10 seconds or count to 10, which
Yeah.
is not really 10 seconds. So, all right. Brad, last one. Hamstring, contract, relax.
Ah, yes.
Do you want to do that on the mat?
Yeah.
What happened to our belt?
I don't know what happened to our belt. Did we?
Oh,
have,
there it is.
Oh, there. That's you get that with the Pete's Choice. You did
Yeah,
get a
it's
nice
a Pete's Choice. But
belt
you can use
for-
any belt, or you
Yeah.
can use, sorry about that. So you can use a rolled sheet.
Good thing we rehearsed that one.
Yeah, there we go.
So if you got a belt, any belt, if you have a belt that has a loop, then you have it do this. That's handy dandy.
Sure.
Those stretch out straps are much better than
Right,
this,
they
but
are.
you don't need one. You can just do this and wrap it around the hand like this. So I'm going to keep the knees straight to isolate the hamstrings. This one we can go up or down, whatever you're comfortable with. Down to give you a little more hamstring stretch, but I'm going to go up. It feels better on my back. And I'm going to go up and get to the point where you feel a stretch. Now I'm going to push my leg like this, but I'm going to hold it with this hand.
Yep. So he's not allowing it to move. At all.
Right. So now I'm doing the contract, tighten, tighten, tighten. I'm going to hold that for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then I'm going to relax, completely relax, and go a little bit farther and hold. And while you do this, it's really critical that you breathe in your nose, out your mouth. And as you breathe out, that's when I personally think about going up a little farther and allowing that muscles to stretch.
Again, I really like this exercise because you're also strengthening the hamstring at the same time you're stretching it. And you're strengthening it in a lengthened position, which is helps prevent injury, especially if it's eccentric contraction.
Right.
It helps
Exactly.
prevent, you get those high hamstring tears or those mid hamstring tears, and this will do play a small role in helping that.
Right. I was dealing with that, Bob, in the last year or two.
I remember that.
Yeah, and they seem to be improving because I'm running now with really no hamstring concerns.
No problems. You
Yeah.
just did a triathlon.
I'm still afraid to sprint.
Oh, sure.
Full out sprint because it's going to go like that. I'm afraid, and it's
Well,
like,
I think you did to work up to it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
and you don't do that.
Well, right, exactly. It's either on or off, but
Yeah,
Brad's
black or white.
we got another one to do. No, that was 5.
Now that's 5.
Wow, most
let's
excellent.
stop at what we
All right.
promised.
Be careful with those hamstrings. They're going to make it or break you, so be nice to them and work on, everything here.
Oh, speaking of which, Brad, that's
yeah.
our new saying now.
Oh, what?
Is let's help each other.
Oh,
And
really?
We want our community out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like in the comments.
I thought you
section.
meant you and I help each
No,
other.
no.
Yeah.
The community down in the comments below, when somebody makes a comment, help them out if you know something about it.
Right.
We're all in this together. Life
Yeah.
is tough.
And that happens already. It's nice. They'll say,
It does
do
happen
this
already.
or do that because we're just we just got so many comments, Bob and I. It's
Right.
just impossible.
We got
for
the
us.
nicest subscribers
Yeah,
anybody.
they are wonderful. It's just a blessing.
Yeah.
So be careful and have fun.